A man shot and killed by police. His family feels the investigation was botched.
The officer, though, was cleared of any wrongdoing, but now the city's mayor wants this case reopened.
Only on 19, Noel Williams spoke to the man's family about what they would like to see happen now 4 years later.
We're actually going to open the case. I want the investigation to be a real investigation.
Vincent Belmonte's loved ones are searching for answers, especially his sister, Diamond. She carries his tattooed face on her everywhere she goes.
I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna carry you with me every day.
Belmonte was shot and killed by an East Cleveland officer back in January 2021. The now former officer, Larry McDonald, was never indicted and recently had legal issues of his own. He was sentenced to prison for tampering with evidence and other crimes. That left the Belmonte family with questions about what exactly happened that fatal day. Prosecutors say on January 5th, McDonald was training another officer. They tried to pull Belmonte over for having a loud muffler, but that turned into a chase. This video from a Marathon gas station on Euclid Avenue shows the start of it. The 19-year-old would later crash his car and take off running. But here is where the investigation gets complicated. McDonald says he accidentally turned off his body camera during the chase. The only evidence of what happened was this 3-second clip.
That's why.
Now, the new East Cleveland Mayor Lateef Shabazz says he wants to reopen the case.
When you cut that camera off like that, you put the city in danger. And you have people thinking that it probably was a murder.
He hired a special investigator to look at all the evidence and hopefully give a peace of mind to the Belmonte family.
Because I can imagine that happening in my family.
And Diamond making it clear she hasn't forgot what happened to her brother.
I just want all the details to be out this time.
In East Cleveland, Noel Williams, 19 News.
19 News has reached out to McDonald's attorney about the case. We are waiting to hear back.